Hello and welcome, as it is the 14th day of February 2018. My name is Derek, everything within your own risk, own reward. Let's make a little bit longer of a video looking right now at the Litecoin cross against that of Bitcoin. And when I put these levels in last night, they have been working out phenomenally, to say the least. After I finish the 2.5 minute warning video as it's leaving this 18 average, it doesn't resist this level, no. To me, on a bullish situation, it's an either or play. Okay, you come from this low end, you reach fib point here, go down 2 to this one, you consolidate on the way up and down amongst here, and when you leave it, by all means, you could have very easily resisted here, come back to this band. But no, instead, you accelerate up to this point, back to this line, and find support. I almost think it's best for those other people that use whichever Fibonacci's that they use. I know their mathematical calculations, so I know what it is, but I'll let them call it Fibonacci retracement or whatever. I'll call mine advanced Fibonacci because it is working, I think, very, very well. An easy way for me to remove the lines is just switch the exchange. I'll put the Poloniex exchange, which I got no lines on. And like I state with these charts, when these things go, they go. So we've had so far a good green size candle up. But look at the size of the 4 that occurred in middle December last year. And of course, when we go back in time, here's this little nice rally that it goes from, well, basically the 10 handle to the 20 or 18 handle, 19. About 90% from August the 17th through the 2nd of September, a 2-week rally in which the price almost doubled. Let's go back further in time. This move in here in June, going from that same one handle, and look at the size of these green candles. This is a move over a week in time. It does the 90% move again, and even this small correction down here, 15, back up to 215. So there's a gain of like 40%. Lots of big moves. And then last year, you broke this level of resistance. So when we were, well, not me, but people, we're back here stating that I think I wrote a book calling this a dead coin because this kept, or dead chart rather, because it just kept going down and down and down, and unless there was something fundamentally good, I didn't really want much of this. Well, wow. But on the intraday movement of this, you could have seen this break above and think, ooh, this is at 005, 006, or whatever area up here, way too high, or very large green candle size. Again, when these things go, spectacular gains from the breakout point. From the start of this green candle to the end of this one, price action rose from 004 to single 011. So about a 3x gain. And what this point was around a week of time. I'm going to take this to current time again now. So there is definite reason to think that this thing could have a spectacular move within the next week and so, week or change. As oftentimes this does believe that it has to go straight up, or that's just how the market moves, the buying within such. And on the long-term time frame, as I've been stating for quite some time, things like the double failed move, this one in here, and then the final one in here. Oftentimes I noticed a failed move and they will counter a fast move in its opposite direction. So a failed move to here should give you a move back to the previous high. So when that happens, pattern complete, it's over. But then I look at this one, I'm thinking, we haven't had that fast move yet. And because of the December 6th selling, I still think that we're going to see this thing have a big move. But just technical analysis states that on the reading the story, if you will, after having all of this resistance in here, and then you have that double move, but the big low, a quick move back to its point, but how in this occasion it's been consolidating it correctly where I need it or want it to do so within the 18 average. It held and stayed above it. And I like to use words like holding and staying above or holding and staying below for the situation of in here. It went below the 18 average, but it didn't hold and stay below it though. And now, of course, because I'm seeing that play, I know how massive this resistance level field is at around the 216, 218 handle, and it's obviously barely broken it out. So yesterday I talked about a video, okay, we're in the early stages of the breakout. Well, now even further, it's in the early stages of this breakout. And now this coincides, as I've been stating as well, with the 2015 highs from 2.5 years ago. And it's level for where it was, 0.03, and that's also some big Fibonacci level. I think I got 350, I think, from the 20 handle high and the 10 handle low. But there's definitely a reason that this thing is ready to go for what I would consider to be spectacular gains. I want to do one final comment on Litecoin Cash and markets in general. One of the things that I've learned that I find to be essentially amazing and true, only price pays. And when you do your buying at whatever number, if you're buying down here, selling at the upper ends, you're going to be getting profit. But when I talk about Litecoin Cash, you can say all you want about the scam that it is, and I would, if I have to pick whether I think it's a scam or not, I would just have to say, yeah, needed. Why do I want or think that a fork on Litecoin is needed? I don't. I don't like how the team members are not revealing hardly anything at all for such a spectacularly large project. That doesn't bode well with me. And the fact that they're giving such a short time for them to do this fork, and you know what, basically, it's one of those analogies. If it smells like, you know what, it probably is. However, only price pays. If I mathematically can guarantee extra cryptocurrency profit without really doing much work, then I'll look into it. But I'm most likely not going to look into getting or moving my funds out of my hardware wallet. I will most likely be expecting this rally not because of Litecoin Cash, at least not for the high volume that has come into play. Let's move this onto the Litecoin US dollar. Now in here, this is the Bitfinex site. I think Coinbase has the bigger one. Let me try to bring that one up. Actually, volume is really small on here. We'll compare all things considered. If you're having a decent green candle size, you have the size of this green candle, which is as big as this, bigger than the decline. You expect it to be bigger is what I'm saying. But we're at $209. After the market had its top at around 4, which is still half the price, it hung in there and settled in at around 250 for quite some time. So it's still about $40, $50 away from that key level. And if you're looking for what I like to see in markets is big volume come in here on something move like this, and then maybe the next day or following day you have even a bigger green candle up on substantially larger volume, that's most certainly in play. Thank you for tuning in to this video and have yourself a magnificent day. Bye-bye.